When Ethan was 10 years old, he came home with a report card. He had scored 98 out of 100. His hands were shaking with excitement. He couldn't wait to show his father. He imagined hearing, "I'm proud of you." Instead, his father looked at the paper for a few seconds and quietly asked, "Where did the other 2 marks go?" That was it. No smile, no hug, no congratulations. Just one question. To everyone else, it sounded harmless, but to a 10-year-old boy, those 7 words changed everything. From that day on, 98 was no longer success. It was failure. Ethan started believing that being good was never enough. He had to be perfect. Years passed. He became one of the hardest working students in school, then college, then work. Everyone admired him. His grades were excellent. His career was impressive. But inside, he never felt successful. Every achievement lasted only a few hours before his mind whispered, "You could have done better." When someone praised him, he felt uncomfortable. When he made one small mistake, it felt like a disaster. No matter how much he achieved, he always felt behind. Why? Because his mind wasn't chasing success anymore. It was chasing approval. Psychologists call this conditional self-worth. It's when your brain learns that love, attention, or acceptance must be earned. Instead of believing, "I am valuable," you begin believing, "I'll be valuable when I'm perfect." And that's a race nobody can ever win. The strange thing is, many parents never mean to create this belief. Sometimes they're trying to motivate their children. Sometimes they simply repeat the way they were raised. But children don't hear intentions, they hear messages. A child who constantly hears, "You can do better," may eventually stop hearing, "I'm loved." The words disappear, but the voice remains. Years later, that voice becomes your own. It follows you into relationships, into work, into friendships, into every dream you try to build. The good news, your story doesn't have to end there. Awareness changes everything. The moment you recognize that your inner critic isn't your true voice, you can begin replacing it with a healthier one. Progress is better than perfection. Mistakes are proof that you're learning, and your worth was never supposed to depend on perfect results. Maybe nobody told Ethan, "I'm proud of you." So let me tell you something today. You don't have to earn your value, you already have it. Because the strongest people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who finally stop believing they have to be perfect. If this story made you think about your own life, subscribe to Brainvera, because sometimes understanding your mind is the first step toward healing it.